before Tembo, you were the CEO of a billion-dollar company called Astronomer.
Early on, we had a big gaming company at Astronomer, and I found out that they could put up to 15K on a credit card, and avoid procurement. So I said, okay, great, let's just do something for 10, like I could have said, do something for 15. No, let's do something for 10, 6-month deal. And we did that deal. I told my team, treat this company as if they just gave us $1 million, and they did. And then we expanded it to a 60K deal 6 months later, So yeah, just talk to them, find out how they can buy you. There's a sales methodology called Sandler sales methodology. And one of the ideas in there is you discover what their budget is, and like they might say, well, we don't really have a budget. And then you say, well, if I told you the price is $1 million, you could do that. And they're like, no, I could never do $1 million. I said, so that's not in your budget. How about 500K? If I said 500,000, so you could play this game. We could play this game all day long.
Any more tactical advice on sales?
Same thing with raising money. Like, you don't need their sale. You don't need their money. You don't need them as a customer. Act as if you don't need them. The meeting goes better when it's a lot about confidence. Think about, like, I don't know. I always talk about dating, even though I haven't dated in 30 years or whatever. But I'm happily married for a long, long time. But like, if you act like you really, really want something, you don't get it a lot of times. So I think same thing in sales. Like, there's this concept called like negative reverse selling. Like, if someone says, I'm not sure if I need you, you could say, I'm not sure if you guys need us either. We probably should just kill this call, right? And like, they might say, yeah, we probably should. Boom. Okay, great. I saved time. Or they say, well, I don't know. There's a concept of going more negative than them.
Yeah.
If they show you a little negativity, you just go even more negative, and that's either going to end the call or get them to suddenly be they're selling you why they need you, so which is a good way to be. So just be chill. Don't treat a sales opportunity as if it's a must-have. Give them great terms and just, get your customers. You need your first 10 customers. The amount of money you get from them has nothing to do with the future of the company. Those first 10 customers, you can always raise their price later, or you could just give them a great price forever too,
All great points. Very tactical, very applicable. This is solid. Didn't expect we would go this far into enterprise sales, but I'm glad we did. Earlier you mentioned Maxim, and I had this kind of thing happen with Maxim, where actually, being not very experienced with how to handle this, I wanted to test these different points, and I made a mistake, and things went downhill from there. But more recently I did the thing you just described, where you learn more about the budget, so where you can close today without procurement, like having to sign off or whatnot, and then later make an annual that is with a higher LTV. So,
and that's the thing that having venture money, again, different than bootstrap. Bootstrap, you're like, God damn it, you need cash, right? Whereas if it's venture capital, like, it doesn't matter. Like, honestly, I often say, like, it's better to land small because there's eventually going to be this net dollar retention metric. I don't know if you're familiar with net dollar retention, but it basically says, like, how much of year one revenue did you get in year two? And so if you book someone for 10K a year, then you expand them to 100K, you just set yourself up to have like a 1,000% net dollar retention, at least for that one customer. It's going to average out with a bunch of customers, but like the best SaaS companies retain, they might have like a 150%, like their existing customers grow by 50% year over year. And you can pull that off if you land small, much easier than if you land big.
Did this increase your enterprise value? Are you ready to close more sales? Let us know what you think about this video in the comments. And you can check out the full live stream with Rai, link in the description, where we talk a lot more about venture capital and bootstrapping, what it takes to raise a round as a founder, and how Rai is building his next billion-dollar startup around PostgreSQL. And if you'd like to give us your feedback and stay tuned for more episodes, you can find Algora online and join our open source community. We'll see you next time. Cheers.